How are these cues going to be impacting our Indian markets? We have our research team joining in with us this morning to set you up for trade and which are the important stocks that you should be watching out for. Good morning, Abhishek, as well as Sudarshan, and thank you so much for joining in with us. But I'm going to be starting with how we are looking at in terms of the trade setup for the market. Yesterday, what we saw, Nifty 24,500. Intraday, it touched that level. But then, by the end of the day, it could not sustain that mark. 24,450 is what the Nifty closed at, around that mark. So, keeping an eye out on that. But the Nifty as well as the Sensex, they managed to gain for the fourth consecutive day. So, not a bad day coming in. The longest winning streak that we've seen coming in for the Nifty in almost 2 months. Broader markets that also outperformed. PSU banks were doing well yesterday, so keeping an eye out on that. And the top Nifty contributors that came in yesterday were HDFC Bank. In terms of banking side, we had ICICI Bank, TCS, NTPC as well as SBI holding on and contributing the most to the Nifty. Now, FII is interesting because now finally we are seeing second consecutive day of buy coming in for the FIIs. FIIs are about 1,798 crores yesterday in the Indian equity market, so keep an eye out on that. Though DIIs have seen a bit of a selling coming in, 900 crores of selling that we are watching out for. Important to watch out for. Today is the Nifty weekly expiry, so maybe some bit of a volatility on that front. We just heard those comments of from the Fed Chair Jerome Powell. How is that going to be impacting our markets? The US jobs data, that's important to watch out for, as well as OPEC meeting data point for the crude oil side is something that we'll keep an eye out on. Asian market cues on that front, anything happening in South Korea is key to watch out for, as well as the FII activities. How is that going to be continuing? Will we see this continuing buying? That's key to watch out for. But that's how the setup is looking like. Nifty implied open indicating a bit of a muted to a negative bias start right now for the Indian markets, down 47 points as of now. So keep an eye on that. But time to watch out for the stocks which you should be keeping on your radar. And we have Abhishek joining in with us. Good morning, Abhishek. Which are the important stocks that you're keeping on the radar?
Good morning, Vinny. So to begin with, sources on Indus Towers do say that Vodafone PLC will sell its entire stake in the company. So it's a cleanup trade and the offer size is between 2,700 crores to 2,850 crores. The offer price is about 343 to 358 per share. Now, sources also tell on Bharat Forge that they have launched a QIP of about 1,650 crores. The indicative price is about 1,290 to 1,320 per share, which is at a discount of 4.2% to 6.4% to yesterday's closing price. Also, Bharat Forge has given their Class 8 truck orders for the month of November, which is down 9% YOY, but it's up 18% month on month. The North America Class 8 trucks orders are at 11-month high for them. Now, sources do tell us that PG Electroplast has launched a QIP. They will be looking to raise 1,500 crores. The indicative issue price is about 690 to close to 700 per share. Now, IGL will consider bonus shares on 10th of December. Majgaon Dock, they have issued clarification on report with respect to 3 additional submarines of Scorpion class under Project 75. They say that commercial negotiation with respect to this project is in the process. Now, Torrent Pharma, they have entered into an agreement to acquire 3 anti-diabetes brands for them. November auto sales, Force Motors, the total sales are up just 0.05% on a YOY basis. Domestic sales over there is up 12.4% YOY, while exports are down 56% YOY. L&T, they have completed acquisition of 15% stake in E2E Networks, and they will also acquire additional 6% stake from the promoter in that company by end of May 2025. Back to you.
Okay, Abhishek, thank you so much for that. A whole host of stocks that you should be keeping on your radar today. But let's move on and talk about, lastly, what are the FNO cues that we're watching out for today. Sudarshan is here. Good morning, Sudarshan. Nifty weekly expiry surely is there. FNO world, what are we watching out for?
Morning, Vinny. So there is nothing to complain, at least on data front. All the data continues to look positive. FIs have bought for the second straight day. But for buying to return in Nifty, Nifty needs to cross the level of 24,600. But talking about yesterday's session, both Nifty and Sensex closed with minor gains after range-bound session of trade. But it was a healthy day of gains. It was a healthy gains for Nifty Bank, and it was led by HDFC Bank. And for today, GIFT Nifty is indicating a start with a cut of almost 40 to 45 points. Talking about flows in the cash market, FIs bought for the second straight day, and buying figure was almost 1,800 crore, while DIs have sold almost 900 crore. In the derivative market too, FIs bought almost 1,100 crore, and and they have added long positions, and they have added contracts of almost 9,100, and at the same time they have reduced short positions by 5,700. With this, FI's long exposure now increased to 38%, and on the client side, long exposure now stands at 60%. On the option front, 24,600 call has seen addition of almost 22 lakh shares, and premium here is 54, and 24,450 put has seen addition of more than 16 lakh shares, and premium is 115. With this, important levels for Nifty, support is now at 24,350 and resistance is 24,600. Two stocks that will be in focus. One is HDFC Bank, that continues to support Nifty and Nifty Bank for the last 2 to 3 sessions. And second is Bharat Forge. You would have seen that in the last 2 to 3 sessions, Bharat Forge has moved higher. And yesterday, QIP has been launched for 1,650 crore. And also, North America Class 8 truck orders are very strong for the month of November.
Okay, so Darshan, thank you so much for that. Keep an eye out on those Nifty levels as well as the two stocks, importantly, to keep an eye out on as well. But